Said I wouldn't do it, but I did. Bought a red Abyssinian banana, Ensete Maurellii. I've had these before. It was just, they're looking pretty good, and the price was right. Got these at Home Depot, 25 bucks. And yeah, a bit of a splurge, or wasn't really planning on buying one, but I thought I would. The last one I had was, I don't know, maybe 10 feet tall. And I got to the point where I was kind of tired of dealing with it. So these are not hardy in my climate. I'm in zone 8B. I think these probably need to be in like a 9B. Any sort of frost, they can tolerate some light frost, but anything beyond that will pretty much zap them. These things grow fast, really fast. Give them lots of new, feed, fertilizer, lots of water, and they'll get real big. So they seem to be pretty good with dealing with wind, and they can handle the sun. So I'm actually planting this one right here, because this little corner is where my guy there, he likes to hang out here, but he can't hang out here until the sun reaches a certain point and the magnolia and the palms start providing shade. So I put this here. This is gonna kind of give him shade probably an hour earlier, and I'll feed this thing heavily. I actually do have a banana fertilizer. It's called banana fuel, if you want to look it up. But so the red bananas, you'll see these in big planters, really a nice plant. But in the fall, usually sometime in November, I'll go and I'll chop all the leaves off, and I'll dig out the trunk, the whole base. You don't even have to worry about the roots. They'll die off, it's totally fine. And then I take that, and I actually just stick it in a pot with some dry soil, and I put it in my garage. And that's where I leave it. And when temperatures start to get to a certain point, it'll start moving again. It'll start growing a bit. And then that's when I'll slowly introduce water. And then when I feel that we're kind of past the risk of frost, then I'll bring it out outside. And it usually takes, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks before it starts looking good again, before it starts pumping some nice leaves. But yeah, I mean, these are becoming more and more common. You can actually propagate them. There is a way where you basically cut the trunk into lots of little pieces, and it will regenerate from there. If you want to see a video on that, I recommend Yorkshire Chris, Chris with a K. He has a YouTube channel, and he has some propagation videos on the Ensete. I think he does Maurellii or ventricosum, just kind of the Ethiopian one. It's more green, whereas this one gets more red. But like I said, I've had these before, and they get big. And when you're trying to pull them out of the ground, when it's a 10-foot banana, it's triple digits in weight, or pretty darn close. It does get kind of difficult, and that's why I just decided, where I had it growing before, it was kind of a pain to get in there, so I just decided to let it go. So we didn't have a cold winter, but it was mush. I'm not sure if it would have come back from the roots or not, but not hardy to zone 8.